It is dawn, and a new day begins. Across the land, a wake-up call is heard, and in the towns and cities of America, entrepreneurs rise to the call. Time for new developments, new visions, new growth. It is time to move America forward.
Welcome to our series, Moving America Forward. Each week we'll be focusing on America's entrepreneurs as they take us to new roads, new opportunities, new ways to fill the gaps left by today's failing companies. Our series will be looking at that and a lot more. So come with me and watch as the entrepreneurs of our nation move into the future. I'm William Shatner, and you're watching Moving America Forward.
And I'm Doug Llewellyn here in our studios in Los Angeles with our guests who are from an organization known as the Global IT University, Inc. It's headquartered in Clearwater, Florida. I'd like you to meet the two key executives of the firm. Here on my left, Charles Fox Jr., the CEO and the president, and on his left is Stephen Hubbert, who is the vice president of operations. Gentlemen, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Good to be here, Doug.
Charles, a short while ago you had a chance to answer some questions from William Shatner. I understand it went very well. Let's take a quick look at that and see how it went.
All right,
okay?
Fantastic.
I understand you've been helping companies to advance their business through consulting services. Tell me how you do this, and do you feel it's moving America forward?
First of all, Mr. Shatner, thank you for inviting us back. As you know, we have been offering self-study training for years. But to help move America forward, we have been consulting companies on how to assess, acquire, develop, and align talent directly to their business strategies. And we do this through a customized learning management system. We also developed a proven system that is designed to help small businesses do more business with the government agencies in their state. And that, Mr. Shatner, is a tremendous new direction for small business today.
Now, that was very interesting. I thought you did very, very good.
Thank you.
You mentioned to Bill Shatner the opportunity for businesses, for new businesses to get new kinds of opportunity, new business opportunities. What were you talking about?
Well, let me just tell you that the way the government is doing business has changed. We actually are in an environment where the buy local mandates have kicked in. And let me explain that a little bit. You have all these different county, city, state, and federal agencies within a state,
right,
pushing for government agencies to do more business with local small businesses. It's huge. And these mandates are coming out right now. It's buy local to help stimulate the economy. We haven't changed the way we do business, but the government has changed the way they do business. And we're helping small businesses understand this process to be a part of this big move and big shift, where in the past we were able to sell across the state lines, and we still can, but now they're saying, hey, listen, we want to look for a vendor in our own backyard, which, and again, help stimulate the economy.
So it's new business opportunities that you're making them aware of.
We are.
Okay.
Excellent.
Let's get around to how you're helping them take advantage of the government's effort to push to buy local. In other words, and we're talking about state governments, city governments, all the way down the line, right?
Absolutely. It started when we had an opportunity. We were doing a trade show in Nevada, and really somebody came along and said, hey, we like your goods and services. And it was a large order. Again, this never leaves my mind. And all of a sudden, they wanted our product, and then they said, well, we can't buy from you because you're not located in our state. That's when we realized that things were changing. So we started looking into it, and over the last few years, we've dove into this big. We contacted our congressman, we worked with our governor, we've actually in the past, I've met with the Vice President of the United States in the previous administration to search all these things out because we had those connections. Now we understand the process, and that process is ready to roll out for where we're actually helping small businesses take their business to the next level and bring e-learning along for the ride.
Okay, let's spell out. Number one, what kind of businesses can benefit from this?
Well, that's great. Anything, you know, the The government is the largest buyer of goods and services in the entire world. They buy everything from paper clips to nuclear ships. So any business that wants to do more business with the government, they're a prime candidate, because not only do we show them how to take their business to the next level, hitting all their county, city, state, and federal agencies within their state, but we also show them how to bring in e-learning along for the ride and create multiple streams of income for themselves on top of what they offer.
What's the key to getting contracts from the government? How do they, I mean, most of these people, I assume, don't know how to go about it. Am I right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And a lot of times when we talk to some of these business owners, what they do is they go through the process. It's a daunting RFP process they have to fill out. They spend a lot of time, money, and energy going through that process, and they don't win anything. But if you understand the government's game plan and how they work, then you'll be able to go after and actually win lucrative government contracts. One of the things, and I want to mention, is the fact that you can actually go after and get listed with government agencies on their in-house vendor list, where you have departments within those agencies that have money that they can spend outside of the bidding process, where you're not competing with other vendors.
That's the important, outside of the bidding process. We know and learn some of these techniques that nobody else knows. And that is what we'll be sharing with them as well, because it's important that you understand that each department has its own budget.
Right. Do you teach them about bidding process?
We do. We start them off on the vendor list process. That's the first step. Getting listed, letting the organizations know they exist.
Yep,
if they don't know they exist, forget about it. It's not going to happen.
How do you teach them? Is that e-learning again?
We use e-learning. We use the platform that we hone so well,
right,
and we teach them in the learning management system through e-learning and video training, and then we walk with them every step of the way. In fact, our staff actually helps them get listed on the vendors that we know that comply with the buy local mandates within their state first, that they're probably not even aware of. Am I correct?
Right.
And that many people are unaware of these processes, and because we did our homework and we've actually been successful, we've done hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we know this process.
So what you're doing, you're opening them up to a line of business they haven't had access to before, because they didn't know how to file with the government and get listed on those government agencies as contractors that are acceptable to the government.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay, and that can be huge. Obviously, you've got some success stories and examples of companies you've helped.
We do. One that stands right up, comes right to mind is Larry. Larry got listed, and because he was listed, a prime contractor came along and they picked him up as a subcontractor.
Yep.
And he actually is providing learning over our learning management system to 8 counties and making over $200,000 off of this one deal.
That's money he didn't have before.
He didn't have before. And speaking of that, if I can squeeze this in there, we have like the HIPAA training. The HIPAA, our product won a contract for $125,000 for just 1 year contract, with the option, and this is what's great about the government, with the option to renew for 2 1-year periods. Right. They renewed both those 2 years. So now it went from $125,000 a year 1-year contract to $375,000. That's the power of the government. Some of these contracts, like the one I'm going to mention right now, like for example with Lockheed Martin, they were one of 5 prime contractors that won $498 million contract. Lockheed Martin picked our distributor to be a subcontractor. This one contractor from Lockheed Martin can change our distributor's life forever. That's what's happening. And people don't know about these contracts. So we show them how to take their business and go after these and bring e-learning and our learning management system
Now, the
along.
e-learning, you mentioned something you bundle in with the services. That's what you're talking about.
That's correct.
In other words, it's more education, right?
Absolutely.
Tell me about it.
Well, we have a learning management system that actually tracks and manages employees from pre-hire to retire. This is huge.
This is all e-training, right?
This is all e-learning, yes. E-learning, learning online, 24 hours a day access.
And this is what you've been doing. That's what the IT university's been doing.
That's exactly what we've been doing. But now we're using a learning management system, whereas if you have a company that has employees if a company has internal goals and processes that they have to succeed at doing, their employees, they need to be able to hire top talent, they need to be able to assure performance, they also need to be able to have targeted training and a good compensation plan. A lot of times companies will have this all over the place, and what a learning management system does, it allows them to do it under one single platform.
We have access to over 50,000 different titles. If an organization needs sexual harassment training in the workplace, that has a printout certificate of completion, so they know each staff went through this course, that's what it does. If somebody needs proprietary training, we can actually literally create specific training for that organization's specific needs, where it'll actually track and manage their employees, make sure they get through it, print out a certificate of completion. So we go the full spectrum, whether it's basic application, certification,
or compliance training,
like HIPAA, OSHA. You know, again, anything can fit into this learning management system.
So by bringing this aspect into their business, and you call it bundling, it really helps open the door for them to get even more money than they originally would be going after.
Bundling is a huge factor because you buy a bundle, you save a bundle. That's the mentality of the government today. You got to remember that. They are trying to cut money. So if you can cut costs, thank you. Right. If you can separate that, we actually give our distributors that we're going to be looking for the opportunity to have some free product that they can customize with their information on it. And we give that to them to bundle with their goods and services just by being a distributor of ours. And that separates them from their competitors. That's huge, because if they come in and they're offering training that has a return on investment on top of their paper clips, their competitor's not doing that. That is the key, bundling.
You made the reference to distributors. We haven't talked about it a lot, but I know that you are setting up distributorships in local areas all over the country, and that's the key, right? Because they then become local.
That's correct. We actually have been in the, as you will, the trying out phase. We've been actually picked up a handful of distributors and been working with them and seeing how this works. And some of the successes I mentioned are those distributors. And so we're ready.
That's a big new aspect of your business.
It is. It's a huge aspect in the way that we're going to be looking for one fortunate individual to be able to market within their state.
In each area.
In each area. Absolutely.
To qualify for that buy local.
That is absolutely correct.
It sounds like it's a very fascinating aspect of your business you're getting into. There are so many things we could talk about, but the bottom line is you're helping companies not only improve their business, but learn how to get a lot more business that they had no idea existed.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I'm William Shatner, and you're watching Moving America Forward.
This organization represents companies across our great nation that embody the spirit, dedication, know-how, and can-do attitude which has made America the great nation it is today. And now let's present the Keeping America Strong Award.
Now it's my honor to present this prestigious award to Charles Fox Jr., the CEO and the president of Global IT University in Clearwater, Florida, for the outstanding work his company is doing to help move America forward. Charles, congratulations.
Thank you, Doug. And I want to thank everybody that worked so hard. This is going to go on our Hall of Fame with all our other awards that we've been winning along the way, and we look for many more to come. Thank you very, very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's it for another edition of Moving America Forward. I'm Bert Tenzer. Join us again as we continue to bring you the entrepreneurs who move America forward.
I'm William Shatner, and for all of us at Moving America Forward, thanks for watching.